Hello, Paula. Welcome in. I'm just starting, so we'll just wait a minute or two while people hop in. I'm doing a pay it forward over the next however many days. I started it yesterday, so I did 3 giveaways yesterday, and I'm going to continue that flow. So one of the giveaways, if you do a paid reading today, you enter into a draw for my Akashic Records Level 1 class, and it's valued at $1,000, which is amazing. And so this is a class that I just created. So if you don't pay but you want to join the class, it's October 25th. It's 2 hours, and it's going to be a pay it forward class as well. So all you need to do is make a donation, a minimum of $5, but what you think it would be of value to you, just as a way to create karma. So it's going to be a karma class. So I wanted to advertise a little bit today what the Akashic Records are. So those are available through a paid reading for $44. That's Canadian. And then I also have 3 card readings for $7. A lot of people enjoy my card readings, and you get a 1 free card today by putting your name in the comments, and I pick someone. Okay, so that sounds like a lot of words. If this is a good enough live where I feel like public will appreciate it, usually if I have a lot of Theta healing in, I'll post this to my YouTube channel, or if there's a lot of Reiki healing, then I will do the same thing, because people like to rewatch these and receive the healing for free. So that being said, you just need to put your name in the comments for 1 free card. Today's giveaway is an Akashic Records Level 1 class, which is awesome. If you win, you can also gift that to somebody as well. And that's going to be a karma class, so all you have to do is make a donation through PayPal, and you can enter that class. So I'll be advertising that more anyway. But I kind of want to see what's coming up for today, since nobody's putting their name in the comments. I'm still having coffee here. It's raining today. It's Thanksgiving weekend here. All right, I don't know if it's Karen or Karen, but we'll pull a card for you, okay? And we'll start there. How about that? All right, get my body a little bit more adjusted here. What does Karen need to know? You're welcome. Okay, so you have the Mystique card, okay? Keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Really, really like that card, okay? Expect miraculous solutions to appear. So I'm hearing trust in divine timing. I feel like you might have an old friend that's either coming back into your life or someone who's been on your mind. And I feel like they're on your mind for a reason. So this could be that you need to get back in more connection to, actually I'm hearing self, that there's a person from your past that kind of, I don't know, they show up and they remind you of what you need to do. So there's a little bit of a mirror thing. When people come into our lives, they're there to teach us something. So this is saying it's time to get back into maybe some old routines, things that you used to do. For instance, if you used to get up and do a meditation, do some type of chanting, this card is saying, remember how you did that? Well, it's time to get back and do that again, okay? So whatever practice is you used to kind of cherish, do that. But that also feels like there's some connection to an old friend, and regardless, there's learning there for you, okay? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Radina, I'm going to pick you for 1 card, okay? If you do a paid, it's please just put paid in the comments so I can see. But it's $44 for an Akashic Records reading, okay? So we do past, present, and future there, but we can do many things. And then it's $7 for 3 cards, okay? And we're doing a pay it forward. If you do any paid readings today, you're gonna get into a draw for a free Akashic Records Level 1 class that I'm teaching on October 25th. And that's also a karma class, so all you have to do is make a donation, okay? So you have Ariel here. New psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. So it's interesting, we were just talking about meditation, getting back into that for someone, because this is kind of a group reading experience as well. And then it shows up for you. So this is saying that when you go into bed at night, set the intention to dream about something that's going to be helpful for you, and set the intention that you can remember that dream. I get the feeling that you do remember your dreams, but maybe you're not interpreting them. In my membership group, it's a monthly fee through robinhorseman.com. I have 2 classes in there. One is dream interpretation. That's at the beginner level. It's $11.11 to join. But then I also have as a VIP an entire program based on learning how to read signs, etc. And dreams are definitely in there. So this is talking about you rooting down in the earth a little bit more. And also yoga would be good for you, specifically tree pose, okay? If you don't do yoga, that's okay. Just look up tree pose and try it and see how it makes you feel. Okay, Caitlin, welcome in. Thanks for the follow. Daniel, I am the angel of marriage and I am assisting you right now. So love relationship might be coming up. This could also be a relationship with a friend as well. This feels like a work friend, actually. This is saying that you do have, you have a buddy. You have someone that you really care about. But it feels like sometimes they can be a little toxic to you, okay? And I don't know if it's because there's a little bit of a codependence could be on their end. They might get a little bit clingy to you, especially if you have positive energy. Sometimes people don't realize that they're starting to cling because they like your energy. So I feel like this person has good intentions, but it's just being mindful of when somebody's starting to take your energy from you. So this is just, again, another learning experience or a learning curve for you to trust your intuition in terms of who is there in a way for the right reasons, who is there to serve you, because that will be helpful for you, okay? So again, if you do a paid, then you can win a free class with me. It's a level 1 Akashic Records class. This is very valuable. It's valued at $1,000, so it's definitely worth it if you pay $7 for 3 cards. We're going to go deeper into your energy. We're going to do past, present, and future, but we can do other things as well. Jang Mu, I'm probably saying that wrong. This card's for you. I am the angel of marriage and I am assisting you right now. Okay, same card popping up. I feel like you're entangled in a lot of different things right now. It feels like your heart chakra is pretty good, but it just feels like at times you're getting like caught up with, I might even say like some of the wrong people. And I don't like to say the wrong people, but it's just listening a bit more to your heart when it comes to freedom, like who makes you feel free, who doesn't make you feel free. If you're finding yourself in any situation where you're feeling like you're being, I don't know, a little bit controlled, or you're just not feeling it, it's okay to cut ties with people. This looks like someone who has a lot of people in their life, but again, it's not every person is meant for us, so we don't need to be friends with everybody. It's okay to almost like specialize in which relationships are most suited for us right now. That's what's coming through. Okay. I hope you found that helpful. So it sounds like relationships as a theme here are really important. Friends and love. I'm just going to take a sip of my coffee here. So I did 3 giveaways yesterday doing Pay It Forward. So I'm continuing Pay It Forward. So you just pay for a reading. And then if you're the only person, then you're going to win a level 1 Akashic Records class valued at $1,000. So definitely take advantage of that. I'm doing a Pay It Forward class as well. So all you need to do is go to PayPal, make a donation, and with your payment, you can say Akashic Records. That's October 25th from 2 until 4 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. And I'm going to record that for my members in my membership group as well. Okay, so Sonia, this card's for you. Time out. You've been so busy taking care of everyone else's needs, but now it's time to stop and take care of yourself. I was hearing stop to smell the roses. What's coming up here is sometimes you override your intuition by the power of thinking. So I'm getting that you think, and then you're not able to listen. So it's kind of finding that healthy balance between thinking and then listening to the intuition. So I'm feeling like gas break. It looks like you're asking about a relationship, so maybe this is related. Are you getting into your head a little bit too much instead of listening to that heart? But yeah, you've got to listen to your heart, because this is when we're kind of giving too much, but there's also thinking too much. So it feels like slow those thoughts down. And it's interesting, the meditation card's been coming up for us as a group theme. So perhaps anything you can do to help yourself. I'm doing a buy one, get one free until next Friday. So if you do purchase anything underneath my readings, those are pretty much all email readings, except for one is a phone reading. I'm doing double the time, plus there's sales in there. And as well, I'm doing double the product. So whatever you purchase, you get either a second of that or more of that amount, okay? Feeling out of breath all of a sudden. So there might be someone in here with shallow breathing, okay? Someone who, again, stop to smell the roses. That's what's coming through. So you have really powerful energy. So take advantage of that. All right. So we don't have many people watching here, and that's okay. Can you guys please like and tap the screen so we can get some more hearts here? It's really appreciated where I'm doing freeze. Feel free to share this out as well. If you've already gotten a reading, I'll give you another card if you share this out. Can you also hashtag FYP? That would be great, because I'm doing a free giveaway for any paid readings, and I'm still doing free cards, so it'd be nice to see more people on here. So we'll kind of wait while we get some of those likes and taps up. Sarah, will I be with him again? You have, I am the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. So this card is telling you, like, there's a bit of a fork in the road, and I feel like you know which direction to go in. Your heart really knows what to do. It's the one that's going to make you feel the lightest, the most free. I feel like you want to feel free, but there's comfort with this person, okay? So be careful of when we're in relationships for the sake of comfort. Trust me, I understand that. My husband is very comforting to me, but lately I've had to spend some time away from him, and that's been tremendously hard, but very healthy. It's healthy to recognize if we're codependent on other people. Melina, can I have a card, please? Yes. And if you can share this out, I'll give you 2 cards, okay? I really appreciate that, because I'd like to see the likes and taps getting up in our numbers, because I'm doing free stuff. This is a pay it forward as well, so all you have to do in exchange for getting the reading is do something nice for somebody else, okay? Brooklyn. You have, it is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. There's a very giddy energy here for you. It feels like your personality is quite bubbly. But it's time to earth a little bit more. Just anything you feel is that you feel connected to, connect to that. So I feel like maybe you're around electronics too much or electricity, and that in itself can cause our energy to be overstimulated. So you need to kind of get back to the things that are outside of that make you feel like, oh wow, I really needed this, okay? So you can put your name in the comments, okay? If you want 1 card, if you want 3 cards, that's a deeper reading. We do past, present, and future. I'll go into your Akashic Records. And then also for $44, I'm doing an Akashic Records reading. So that's more in-depth, and we can do whatever it is that you want to work on. Usually when we go into the records, we ask 2 questions, and then we see how it gets prioritized. And then I usually do Theta healing as well in the Akashic Records reading if there's something that's coming up that needs to be addressed. That's your subconscious limiting beliefs. And so that means there might be something that's holding you back from bringing that ideal relationship in, or money, or whatever it is. So that's very cool. So if you're doing paid, you also are entering my draw to win a free Akashic Records class that I'm doing October 25th. If you win, you can give it away if you don't want it. And that's going to be a pay it forward class, a karma class. So all you have to do is make a donation in PayPal, and then put Akashic Records class, and then you get to come into the class as well. So I'll be advertising that more as well. So Raj, can I have a card? Yes. It is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. Okay, So this is talking about your momentum, keeping your energy moving as much as you can. So whatever it is that you're doing, you need to be productive in it. And I can't help but feel like the image I'm getting is when there's a bird that has a nest that has to create that nest, and then they have to lay an egg, and then they have to sit on the egg to keep it like nurtured, that sort of thing. So there's something going on in your life right now where you need to kind of pay attention to that. You need to not ignore the signs or not ignore what it is that you have to do. So this might be related to work, but this could also be related to family. It kind of feels like a combination of both. There are just some things that you know you need to nurture, and it does take time, okay? Gina, yes you can. So if you share this out, you can get 2 cards, okay? If you want to subscribe as well, you get a reading every time I'm live. So that's something you can definitely take advantage of. I used to do that all the time, and then I just got out of it, but I'm coming back online on the daily now, so that's great. Today's Pay It Forward, so you can win a free class. So Joanna, I know you're interested in that, so might want to take advantage. So Gina, and then Teppy, we're gonna go into you, okay? Hold on. How do I share the live? Can someone help this person know how to share the live? I'm not that techie. I think it might be, is it the arrow button on the bottom of your screen? So Gina, your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith and don't try to force anything to happen. So this is kind of telling us that we can get in our own way. I'm hearing smile even when you're sad, smile when you're not happy with a situation. There's something going on where it's more about your attitude and lifestyle. So if you can just raise your own vibration and get into that zen, that'll be really helpful for you, because there's something going on where you really, really need to do that, okay? Lady of the Lake. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so Teppy, we're gonna pull you up a card. I'm gonna work with my animal cards for you. And thank you for sharing. So please like and tap the screen as well. It's really helpful. So when I'm doing Pay It Forward stuff, if you get a reading, all you have to do is go do something nice for somebody else. You're welcome. Teppy. Okay. So you have the whale card. Okay. Usually when a whale shows up in our dream, any type of water animal, it says that we have a little bit of stress. Even if we don't know that it's going on, it's showing up. But what's really nice is whales are very powerful. They're very healing. And they're beautiful creatures of the sea. So this tells me that you do have strong energy, but when stress gets in the way, you might get a little bit down or frustrated. So I'd work on that frustration, because it's showing up for a reason, but it's just tapping in a bit more to, why do I get so annoyed by this situation? Or why do I get so stressed about this situation? So you'd be a perfect person to get a paid reading. I would go for the Akashic Records reading and just go dive a little bit deeper. No pun intended. Good morning. So user 66 inner work. Yeah. So that's why it's just showing up. I have the paid readings available, so you can kind of take over if you want, which is nice. And then you also have the full moon card. So when the full moon in the water is showing up, and I'm talking about dreams and unconscious stuff, this is saying you really know what's going on, but sometimes the emotions are getting in the way. So again, definitely something to work on. Thank you so much for sharing. So if you share, you get 2 cards, just so you know, and please continue to like and tap that screen. So I have Joanna. Thank you for sharing. I'm gonna go 1 card from each deck. So you have an upside down armadillo, okay? So the fact that, you're welcome, the fact that this is showing up the way that it is I'm getting past life is coming up here. Sometimes you're not looking into the fact that maybe this is something that you've come into the world with. Maybe this is something that's part of your path. So there are times where I feel like you're not recognizing where the energy is coming from. And if you did understand that deeper, be better. Today I wanted to do a free past life reading, but I decided to do the Akashic Records class. So if you do a paid reading, even the $7 one, then you can enter in to win my Akashic Records level 1 class, that might be good for you because you'll get it for free. Otherwise, all you have to do is make a donation. It's a minimum of $5, but it's valued at $1,000, which is amazing. So I would definitely choose that for yourself and then work on some past life stuff. But yeah, last night I was feeling like there's somebody who needs a past life reading. You can also pay and do one of those here with the deeper Akashic Records. Okay, Jennifer. So that's one thing. It's important to understand. Then you have the dragonfly card. I feel like you connect to dragonflies, and I feel like you connect to mediumship as well. So another thing you can learn. If you're in my membership group, that's a monthly fee through robinhorseman.com, but that's $55.55 per month. But you can cancel at any time. I'd also recommend doing that if you have the availability. Do it for 1 month and get deeper into the Akashic Records. One of the versions that I have in there, my programs are all recorded, so you get to listen to them, but there's some stuff about mediumship I think you would find helpful, and my signs and symbols program, okay? But when we see the dragonfly show up, this is changes in the air, but I feel like you're working on business, okay? So I also have an income program through my membership group. I think that one's only $33.33. And so you get access to certain videos, but the income program is you get to listen to other people who are more spiritual entrepreneurs, and we talk about ways to improve and ways to get into that. I have a manifesting abundance program in there as well. So lots of good stuff. Sometimes we don't want to invest, but yeah. You can even just go to PayPal, make a donation for my Akashic Records class. That is, so it's a karma class. That's October 25th, 2 to 4, okay? That's at the top of my screen as well if you're interested. So, we have Lady of the Lake. Are you here? So if you share, you get 2 cards, okay? Lady of the Lake. Are you here? Thank you for the likes and taps. You're welcome. So yeah, take advantage of the fact when we have the pay it forward stuff going on. I think it'd be really helpful. Hello, welcome in. Yes, Ellie. Okay. Ellie. I am well, thank you. My hair's a little bit all over the place. I'm still drinking my coffee. It's kind of a lazy Saturday so far. So we have the owl card showing up for you, Ellie, okay? And owls bring a lot of wisdom. They show up in our lives when there's something really going on where it feels like we're starting to stand out of a crowd. There's something really special about you that's making you feel really good. Well, thank you very much. So take advantage of that when there's something going on where we're growing. Sometimes I listen to other people's videos and I hear them talking about people going through upgrades. It might be something along the lines of that for you. You have the coyote, only part of the card there, but coyotes can seem a little sketchy and they can make us feel a little bit nervous when we see them, but they're only going to act that way when you're acting that way. So there's something going on as well where you're feeding off of somebody else's energy. So it feels very positive. It's your ability to be grateful for things, so you're really attracting new people that can help you. This feels like mentorship. If you want to join my Akashic Records class for free, just make a purchase today and get a reading. Otherwise, you can make a donation through my PayPal and join our October 25th 2 to 4 Akashic Records level 1 class. I'd love to have you. And I'm also going to be doing a Reiki level 1 class, so if that's something you're interested in, it's $150, and just let me know when you want to do that and I'll create the class. Otherwise, I might make it available through my services, so I'll make it $150 and then we can do a private class together. And if I get enough people at the same time, then I'll put you in a group, but otherwise you're going to get a one-on-one, which is great. So thank you so much for being here. So my next person is user66. Are you here? So if you share this out, I'm doing the people that it shared first because they get 2 cards. User 66. Okay, there you are. Perfect. So you have the prairie dog kind of tucked away. I get that you have beautiful organizational skills. You might not think this, but you definitely do. I see something going on with work where maybe you're looking for a new opportunity or something like that, but work feels positive. That's where I would spend my time and energy. Just if you're going through something in your personal life, it feels like when it comes to work, it'll help. Work will help you kind of get your mind off things, but again, just investing more time and energy into work, okay? Vanessa. Verb. Charlotte. My marker's not working. You're welcome. There's another card for you too. You have the full moon card, okay? So again, that's going through the emotions, putting time and energy into work. And then even working at home is great too. So if there's some more tasks that you can do, just keep kind of progressing that way, okay? I'm glad you enjoyed that. I can't read my own writing. It starts with J, and you shared. J-E-A something. Jennifer, thank you. Okay. My bad. So you have the dog card here. Okay, dogs are very loyal. Yeah, so I'm doing free card pulls. I might pick you. You can also pay and get priority, and then you'll also enter to win my free Akashic Records level 1 class coming up, which is awesome, or you can give it away. So dog 1-4 is showing up because it feels like your nervous system might be a little bit off, Jen. Okay. And what's going on there is it just feels like there's some positive energy going on, but because it feels like there's some past wounds and things that have happened to you, it's kind of affecting you. So what can we do when we have a little bit of nervous tension? How can we calm the physical body? I teach yoga. I do reflexology, and so working with acupressure points. This is someone who really needs to get back in touch with the physical body. So if you have people that can help you with that, I certainly can in a paid reading, or take advantage of my buy one get one free through robinhorseman.com. You can click my link tree in my bio and see that I have tons of things available. One is a yoga class just for you, so that one might help, or the sound healing, or the crystal one. But yeah, that physical body. Yeah, you can buy the yoga class. It's through an email yoga kind of reading, I guess. So it gets sent over to your email. I do teach yoga classes and create them. All I need is one person. So if you want me to create a yoga class over Zoom, just inbox me about it, okay? So you have dog coming up again as your second card. So this means that there's some change coming up. So maybe you haven't been prioritizing your working on the physical, but this is saying that it's about a learning experience. When you go to people and you work with them, each person's going to teach you something a little bit different, and it's great for healing, okay? And my stuff is very inexpensive, plus you get double the time right now. Are you there? So I wrote down the names of people that shared, just so you know, and then I'll do my best to get to others. So what happens is I'm not nervous, but I pick up on other people's energies. So if you're picking up what I'm feeling, I'm an empath, so I feel what other people feel, and that's how I know what to express. So you're right. You're picking up on what I'm picking up on. And there's always everything that I say, there's also a reflection for me, and everything I say, there's a reflection for you, because we're sharing group energy. Okay? So ground yourself extra, and just recognizing that in itself is important. So Graham, I don't know if I'm saying that right. So I am. Hi. Okay. Perfect. D372. I'm gonna have to get a real marker here in a sec. Okay, so You have an upside down whale, okay? So there are some things coming up for you in the next few days, it feels like, where you're gonna be more in your vibe. I don't know if things have been off for a while, but it does feel like you're coming into what you need. So it's looking up at the stars at night. The northern lights have been happening in Canada anyway, and they've been so beautiful looking at other people's pictures. So that's kind of more what you need, some stargazing. You're gonna have a good next few days, okay? I also do weekly readings underneath my robinhorseman.com, so that's a reading email that you get sent over. So these are unlisted YouTube videos, but those are really nice to have too. You also have the salmon card. So this is saying that other people around you really value you. So show up and be confident in the places that you're going to, okay? You're very valued. I like that card for you. Thank you so much for the gift. I really appreciate it. Vanessa, are you there? Elizabeth. Just making sure I didn't miss anybody here. I don't think I did. Okay, perfect. So Vanessa. Vanessa, are you here? Yes, okay, awesome. I'll grab a real marker or pen that works. Okay, Vanessa. So you have an upside down skunk. So skunk represents grief, okay? When there's something going on in our life where there's a bit of sorrow, and sometimes we need to stop and feel what we're feeling. It's time to emotionally release. It's time to let go. Spread your wings so you can breathe a bit better. There's something you need to change in your life big time, it feels like. And I don't know if you're married or you want to get married, but there's something around that too. I feel like it's time to make big changes, okay? Thank you so much for being here. And then you also have the links. This is half flipped over, okay? So this is saying you have a lot of powerful energy, intuitive-wise as well. And there's just something really good that's going to happen when you recognize that it's time to change. You're going to be amazed by how much better life is. But again, you've got to kind of, seeing you like cracking the egg. It's actually taking the action. The egg is here, but then when you crack it, all of a sudden it's like, wow, there's something beautiful inside of this. So that's you kind of cracking open, and there's something beautiful coming in. So take that leap of faith, take the step in that new direction, okay? So thank you so much for being here. So Verve, are you here? Thank you so much for being here, guys. Verb. I'm glad this resonates. Yes, okay, verb. So we have an upside down otter here, okay? I'm feeling some heaviness in my chest a bit. The otters are beautiful. They dance, they sing, they play. This weekend, you're really encouraged to just be yourself and do the things that make you happy, okay? And then you have the upside down full moon. So sometimes you're forgetting to, I don't know, sit and do some reflection and contemplation. So when the next full moon comes up, I'm doing a full moon ceremony. It's $11 for a candle to join our ceremony. So it's on the 17th at 7 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. Replays underneath my YouTube channel. We go through each candle as a representation of a person. We do healings and readings for you. So it might be time to get in touch with that full moon and do some full moon work. This is a great time to let go of anything that we don't even know is there. It'll help us move forward for the next new moon, okay? And underneath my YouTube channel, through playlists, rituals, I have a full moon ritual that you can do free of charge. Just listen to the video and follow along. But the group settings are really great. I feel like I was blabbing on there. I want to give you an extra card, okay? You have the Weasel card, 33. Something from the past is coming back up, probably why the full moon card was coming up. So just recognizing maybe there's some people that you're cleansing from, some past friends or friend groups, things like that. That could even be from childhood, okay? Charlotte, thank you so much for sharing as well. Charlotte, are you there? I'm going to switch card decks here. All right, perfect. Thank you so much for being here. So thank you for the share. All right, taking a deep breath here. What does Charlotte need to know? I'm glad it connects. What does Charlotte need to know? Archangel Gabriel and Ray. This is talking about yoga, exercise, and communication, okay? So Charlotte, a couple things that are coming up is you do have some teaching qualities, teaching abilities. You're able to help other people whether you realize it or not. Sometimes I feel like you're like this angel that's just hopping around healing people and helping people, and you don't even realize that. So you have this beautiful, humble characteristic and quality about you. So don't stop doing those things. Today I'm doing Pay It Forward, so everybody that gets a free reading is encouraged to go and pass it along and do something nice for other people. I sense that you do that. You kind of have a little bit of a mother hen vibe about you where you take care of others, but I also feel like you have pretty healthy boundaries. You might not think you do, but I think you have pretty good boundaries. I think you know how to stand your ground when it's time to stand your ground. So don't stop doing that. That's beautiful energy, okay? So I think it's Graham, G-R-A something. I think it's Graham. Thank you so much for being here. G-R-A something. You're welcome. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for doing your work as well out in the world. Graham? Okay, I'm going to skip you for now then. D372, are you here? D372? Hello, Tank. It's been a while. I tried to find you because I wanted to see if you wanted to be a moderator for one of my lives, but I couldn't find you on TikTok. So if you want to inbox me, that would be great. So, okay, so we're skipping to Elizabeth here. Hello. So, Elizabeth, we're going to work on you now, okay? Layla and Aurora, you are flying high right now, which may threaten others, but don't descend because others will soon become inspired by your example. Seems to be a theme that we're feeling here. Spend time alone in nature, meditating about your desires and intentions. Ask the angels to help you gain a positive perspective. So Elizabeth, I can't help but feel like there's something going on. You've got purples and pinks, so using your intuition right now feels like your best bet. Tapping into source a little bit more. I don't know if you feel like the energy's been all over the place, but it really has been. We have that giant hurricane that happened. There's a lot of stuff going on in the sky right now if you're listening to other readers and healers. So I think what's going on is you're getting too much stuff happening and you're losing touch a little bit with what it is that you need. So this could be someone who's really distracted, that sort of thing. So my recommendation with someone who's really distracted is anything you can do for focus and clarity might be a great time to get a reading. If you do a paid reading today, then you enter my draw for a free Akashic Records Level 1 class, October 25th from 2 until 4. Otherwise, if you don't pay, that's okay. But you can use PayPal, make a donation, and join the class that way. It's minimum at $5. So I'm doing Pay It Forward right now. So please do nice things for other people if I do pick you or if you join us as well. Okay, if you're getting any energy off with me, then I would just say then maybe I'm not your person as well, right? So there's a lot of energy here. So, I think it's Catherine or Kathy is next. Catherine or Kathy. Catherine or Kathy, are you here? Okay. Yeah, so I think it'll be great to have a moderator. I have no idea how to do that yet, but then it'll be helpful so you can, yeah, so you can help me with that. Thank you. Hey guys, I have all kinds of things going on right now. I've got 26 people on here, so that's kind of what happens. Okay, so AK, this person shared AKOK or something like that, AKAK. If that's anything close to your name and you shared, please say hi and we'll focus on you. Hello, welcome in. So we're doing one free card if you're interested. Okay, Nat, so we're gonna go straight to you then. And if I missed you and you shared, just let me know, okay? So Nat, you have the upside down Archangel Raphael, okay? So Laura, thank you. So you'll be next. So upside down Raphael, I am helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and others. You are a healer like me. Okay, so when we see this showing up, it's this beautiful green energy, a lot of heart chakra. I feel like there's some things that have happened to you in the past that you're still healing, and that's okay. We're coming up on that full moon for Thursday. So start to recognize what it is, what is making you feel like you're getting off of track. And that's what I would recommend releasing with the next full moon. Anybody that's throwing you off or anything that's throwing you off, write that down up until Thursday. And when Thursday comes with that full moon, burn that piece of paper and release it. That feels really important for you, okay? So Laura, I'm glad that connects. Laura, you have Astara, okay? You deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires and don't compromise. I'm getting songs and lyrics for you, so put the radio on and that first song that comes up, you'll have a connection to that. I feel like going to psychics and people that do readings, just soak that up right now. Like get 5 or 10 readings if you can and see how you can combine all of the messages that are connected to each other. I think that would be helpful for you. So thank you, Tink. So Tink, you have time out. You've been so busy taking care of everyone else's needs, but now it's time to stop and take care of yourself, okay? So this is like a little brown orangey color. So this is more about the sacral chakra. This is your womb space. So anything to do with your mother or your grandmother, that's what I would start working on. So just some genetics or ancestral lineage, that sort of thing. Now I do have an Akashic Records level 1 class coming up October 25th, 2 to 4. It's a pay it forward class. All you need to do is make a donation through PayPal and then put Akashic Records class and I will sign you up for that. I'm getting that that would be really, really good for you because it's helping you understand your own energy. So level 1's not going to be doing tons of readings on other people. It's just understanding how to go into their records, how to ask questions, how to get answers. And when I took that class, it was really, really helpful. Okay, AKOT, you just shared, so we're going to pull you up a couple cards. So perfectly imperfect, Tink. You have Archangel Uriel as well. So if you're working with archangels, call in Archangel Uriel, okay? AKOT, we're going to focus on you. AKOT, are you there? Okay, you're here. So you have Athena, okay? It is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. I see you doing some calming rituals. So rituals are basically little, maybe mini ceremonies we do for ourselves. It feels like you can volunteer more or do more kind of like free stuff out there just to get into those good vibes. That's what I'm doing right now, pay it forward. But it feels like you need more of that. So just give as much as you possibly can give. That's going to raise your vibration, but it's also going to lead to like healthier relationships, and it just feels like the possibilities are endless. So just opening yourself up to new, okay? So Laura, Laura, are you there? You're always paying for it. Thank you. Yes, I try to do my best to stay in that energy. So Laura, are you there? You're welcome. Okay, if there isn't a Laura, Tori. Is there a Tori here? How about an M-A-I? Okay, Tori. So we're gonna do, okay. Bridget, caution is warranted. Look deeper into this situation before proceeding forward. Okay, so this is someone who might feel like you're stuck or you're torn between doing something or not doing something. This is someone who's feeling a little bit cautious or hesitant. Should I, shouldn't I? And the energy feels like it's in the solar plexus. So doing some deep breathing will be helpful. Doing some energy clearings. If you want to pay for my Akashic Records reading, we can do some energy healing during that if you'd like. But it's just getting back in touch with what you want to feel. So doing more manifestation work, doing more healing on the past, lots of different stuff coming up there. Okay, Tori. Then you have an upside down / facing you prairie dog. Okay, so it does feel like you're willing to look deeper into what's going on, almost with a magnifying glass. It's like, okay, I can see it, but I want to dissect this and really see what's going on. So you are slowly opening up your heart. You're slowly becoming more vulnerable, and this is really good. Take your time with it, but the fact that you're willing to start doing certain things is really healthy and good for you. Okay, so M-A-I, I'm going to go into you. Thank you so much for being here. Feeling some heaviness in my chest, but my shoulders for some reason feel lighter. So M-A-I, do you have, do you feel like a little bit heavy in your heart right now? Okay. So you have, it is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. I feel sad and I also feel happy. Okay. And it's interesting. As soon as I started to connect to you, the shoulders dropped. It's like, okay. So there is a new start. It feels like a brand new start coming in. But there's a lot of emotions related to that. It's like too many emotions. So if you want to feel happy, which I think that you do, then again, rinse and cleanse yourself of sadness. But if your sadness is connected to somebody else, then it's hard for us to heal something that we need somebody else to change. So that's kind of what I'm getting, is you might be around someone who needs to change and you're impacted or affected by that. So just be a little careful with that, because we can't force anybody else to change. We can't make somebody do the work. So I'm kind of feeling like you're a little bit caught up in that, okay? You have, as you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. So just rinsing yourself maybe of, again, what you can't control, okay? Thank you. Thank you, Tank. Okay, and then I have Cancer. Are you here? So guys, if you want to do a paid reading, I'm doing a giveaway for anyone who does a paid reading. You're going to enter into my draw. So it's a free Akashic Records level 1 class, and it's valued at $1,000, which is amazing. I paid almost $5,000 for my training. So we're going to be doing a lot of in-depth training on how to go into the records. You can do a pay it forward as well by making a donation through my PayPal. So it's October 25th, 2 to 4. It's going to be an amazing class. So Cancer, are you there? If not, we're going to pull somebody else out, okay? All right, Beth T. Okay, you have Moose. Really like that card. My head feels a little bit funny all of a sudden. I feel a little pressure in my head. Not sure if you get tension headaches, but I'm sensing that you're moving into some curiosity. That could be you just hopping on here during the live. You've got some beautiful gifts, and it feels like you know what your talents are. But it also feels like you could go even deeper into your talents. Like if you do energy work, that sort of thing, you could come on live and do more videos, that sort of thing. So investing a bit more in yourself, as long as it's making you feel light and you can laugh, then take advantage of that, okay? Thank you so much for being here. Brianne H. You have the Crow. I feel like you have a lot of mystery to you. You're a bit of a mysterious woman, which is funny. It feels like connecting to animal spirits might be good for you, learning about when we see an animal, what the sign or symbol means. I do feel like you're getting lots of signs coming through, but again, just look it up. What does the Crow mean? And there'll be an even deeper reading for you there, okay? Rachel. So we have the full moon, okay, for you, Rachel. Friendships are coming through really strongly. I feel like you can basically have fun with anybody. So it doesn't really, I don't feel like you're that impacted by other people's energies, even though you might feel like you are. I feel like you can handle a negative person, you can handle a dramatic person, that sort of thing, which is great. So I feel like writing might be a good tool for you. Write about your experiences, journal a little bit more. That will be healthy for you, okay? Emily. So upside down full moon. So I'm doing a candle ceremony next Thursday. It's $11. You can buy your candle at 7 p.m. We're going to be going through each candle and offering healing and a reading during the full moon. So you might want to purchase your candle for that. You can purchase for someone else as well. But the fact that you have this upside down full moon is telling me that like you might be running into some perfectionism. And so you're not perfect, other people aren't perfect, so why are you striving for that? And I think it's just that you might have big expectations, big goals, big dreams. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just maybe working on, for you, I would do a theta healing session, working on pulling some of these emotions or patterns of behaviors that aren't working, okay? So feel free to take advantage of that while I'm on here live. Otherwise, I'm doing buy one, get one free for the next week. And you get double the time on any of the readings that you purchase. They're mostly email readings, which is super easy. Thank you very much for the love. I appreciate it. And thank you for the follow. You're welcome. Okay. Energy's feeling a lot lighter all of a sudden. Okay. So I'm just looking for someone's name to pop up that I didn't do yet. So just put your name in the comments if I haven't worked on you. MBAKA. Okay. Marie. Okay, blue heron. I actually had a blue heron show up in my pond the other day. So we were just talking about looking into signs and symbols, things like that, right? I feel like what's happening is you're drawing in a lot of energy, which is really good. I feel like you've been working on abundance here, and it feels like if money is not showing up in your life, money is going to show up in your life. It feels like not just lump sums, but just in very small, subtle ways. You might find money on the ground, something like that, but that's a really good card to have, okay? Emma. So Emma, you have the wild boar, 48. You are clairvoyant, I feel. And so when we're clairvoyant, we see something that's going to happen. Sometimes it's a premonition. Sometimes we're seeing things that we need to release as well. So I would say try understanding how to interpret what you're seeing, because you're seeing things for a reason, okay? It's like something's highlighted and drawing your attention, and so don't read too deep into it, but just recognize what's showing up in your life, okay? Alyssa. You have the armadillo. Very positive card. I think that you get affected by other people that are negative sometimes, which is fair, but it's also, you don't need to join in with other people that are negative. So if you notice somebody saying something negative about somebody else, you don't need to participate in that. And I would be not too harsh right now. So you don't need anything with like heavy chemicals and stuff like that. Just like, you just need to like ease up a little bit right now. Okay. Jasmine. Okay, Jasmine, you have the dragonfly. This is a really beautiful card. This talks about change, transition, life after death for some people. I'm hearing the grass isn't greener on the other side. It's not always that way. So it's working a little bit more with being happy with the health that we do have, because health is most important. Sometimes we're not prioritizing that. So that's really important. You also have a second card, the ant. This is still talking about slowing down and just allowing yourself to breathe a bit more. Sometimes we're forgetting that. That seems to be a theme for everybody. All right, I'm gonna have a little bit of coffee. Stop and sip some coffee. Natalia, we're gonna work with you. So this is a pay it forward, okay? So if I'm giving you a free reading, you just have to go and do something nice for other people. Will Xeron come back to me? So you're asking about relationship. You have the Raven card. This is a very powerful, strong person. So I would say for some reason hydrating is coming up, staying in the most positive energy as you possibly can. I'm not sure if this relationship would affect your self-esteem, but I'm kind of getting that that your self-esteem's been affected, and the most important thing is that you're working on that right now, that you're feeling good about yourself. So that's going to depend on how somebody else makes you feel about yourself, okay? So something you could get a reading on and go deeper. Anissa, will I find successful career? So career for Anissa. Yes, you will. The skunk shows up when we're letting go of something from the past. So if you're trying to bring something new in, then you've got to let go of something old. But when we're letting go of a lot of old stuff, an old version of us, we need healing during that time. So underneath my YouTube channel, click through my link tree. In my profile, I have a grief ceremony underneath rituals. That might be helpful for you. It's Theta healing and Reiki combined. So again, it's free. You might want to take advantage of that. I'm doing a buy one, get one free on my readings. So again, you can click my link tree to find that. Chloe, you have the most. This is very cute. So this is like you really working on, it feels like your personality, balancing hormones, balancing emotions. And it feels like there's just a lot going on. So I would use some herbal medicine to help you balance a bit more. Mint is one that I sell. I have that in a tincture form, but you can drink mint tea as well. So working with the energy of the leaves feels like that will be helpful for you, okay? So you can check that out through robinhorseman.com, especially with my buy one, get one free. My tinctures are $30. And you can also inbox me if you want me to do a video for you on some recommendations of some products based on your energy. And then that way other people can see them. GIOTA for work. So you have an upside down full moon, but I'm hearing the lemon cleanse or the lemon ritual. I used to do a lemon cleanse around a new moon to bring in money. So I feel like if you want to check out that underneath my profile, I do have that video under there. So you take a lemon, you cut it into fours, put salt on it, and you do some energy healing and ask for certain things. You put it in the cupboard, and if the lemon doesn't get moldy, then that means that it's worked for you. So again, you can check that one out. That's a recommendation. Lemon cleanse, but also you might want to go into some form of detox as well to help you cleanse your energy and your nervous system too. Dinah, you're working on relationships. You have Ant. So some fear-based thoughts definitely are showing up for you. So get your mind in a positive place. Laughter is going to be really helpful for you, so anything you can put on to laugh, or people that are funny. I feel like you need to hang out with more healers, people who are maybe a little bit more like-minded just to get you into that zen, but also people who are funny, okay? Shafika, let's pull one up for you. Shafika, probably not saying that right. Okay. Shafika, I'm gonna look at my page here in one sec. You have 33 Weasel, okay? I feel like entertainment is coming up for you. I feel like you this weekend go out and listen to some music, or go to a comedy show, or go do something along the lines of that. Get out of the house. Okay, Awesome. So I have your payment. So this is an Akashic Records reading. I can do past, present, future. But if there's something you want to work on, Laurel Ann, just put a red heart, please. And usually I'll do 2 questions as well. And then we'll see how it shows up for you. Okay. And also because you might be, so Angel Rider, is that you then? So 2 questions. And if there's anything specific you want me to work on, we can do that, okay? Angel Rider. I am good with a past, present, future. Okay, so we'll start with these cards. It's just gonna take me a moment, but if you're the only one that does a paid reading, then you're gonna win my Akashic Records Level 1 class, and that's October 25th from 2 to 4, okay? So that means you can learn how to do a reading for yourself, which is awesome. So congratulations on that, unless we see another payment. Okay, so placing your hand on your heart, taking a moment here. Okay, so I'm being called to starting with present. Okay, we might do some healing here as well, so with your permission, we're gonna open up. So at the end of this is when we do, right before I get off is when I do the draw, okay? So working on present energy. So slowing down, first of all, Angel Rider, is so important for you. Yoga would be great for you as well. I usually teach yin, because it's more about stillness. So present-wise, slowing down. We're working on heart chakra and solar plexus. So offering some deep breathing here. So present time, full moon, okay. So the lemon cleanse is underneath my profile, so you can just scan through and find that way. Full moon, gross, if I'm saying that right. Happy Thanksgiving as well if you're in Canada. And you have the hawk. So you have 2 birds showing up presently. 34, 3 represents creativity, so it's time for you to take any pain or take any stress that you're working on and put it into something specific. So for instance, if you're a healer, even if you're going through something, you can still help somebody else, and that'll raise your vibration. So it's just releasing any stressors by doing creative things and creative projects, okay? You also are getting a lot of signs and symbols of what it is that you need to do. So you need to be proud of yourself for the fact that you're listening to that intuition. I feel like you understand when something is spirit-led and you understand when something isn't. So sharing the positive energy and sharing this intuitive gift that you have with others feels important. So it's interesting, you might win that Akashic Records class. And I think that's kind of what this is related to as well, because it's really important to understand your gifts and your talents and to help other people. That's really important. I feel like you're already doing that, but this is confirmation that you do have these healing gifts and healing abilities. So thank you for your payment, Ainsley. So we'll do you next, okay? And if you don't win the class, all you need to do is make a donation through PayPal, and then you can enter into that, okay? So the Hawk card says that there is some past stuff coming up as well for you. So I think when we go into past, we'll pull some energy for you by using some Theta healing, okay? I feel like there are times where you might come across as somebody who's like really masculine and has this powerful like leadership quality about you. But I actually get that you're very, very sensitive and people don't really maybe recognize that. So that's why it's so important that you're sharing that version of you, someone who feels sadness, somebody who feels other people's sadness, that sort of thing. And that might be a little uneasy for you at first to share with people that only know one version of you, but I feel like just go deeper into that. It'll be helpful for you, okay? So yeah, you really feel the moon's energy too. So when it's a full moon, you really feel all that. So again, making sure that you're dumping that too. So I'm getting that you're working on more adventure and more healing. So ways to feel lighter, ways to release the stuff that you're feeling. But it has to be adventurous too. You have to add fun in there, okay? So other people can share some of this as well when it's kind of like still a group reading. So we have snake. This is future, okay? Snakes represent healing, also represents positive and negative energy combined. It's interesting that the eggs are showing up because I've been using egg examples the last few readings. I just felt some energy being removed. So I do think that when you get readings and when you get healing, you release a lot. So recognizing that that's something that you're in control of, you're in power of. The snake is still connected to the full moon. So it feels like sometimes you're forgetting about yourself along the way. You might be such a dedicated partner that there are times, where you lose sight of your own goals. But yeah, some past stuff is coming up here for you. And any questions that you have related to that, feel free to ask as well. So again, working on strengths is coming up. I just feel like right now you don't need to like pick at your weaknesses. It's also, this is supposed to build up your confidence as well. And working in with the community feels really good for you as well, because you attract certain people into your life, and you can get healing from those relationships too, okay? So you have Grace and Antoinette to help heal this situation, see other person's point of view with compassion. So this is talking about you being an empath, but I also feel like you're clairvoyant as well, okay? So we're just doing a paid reading right now, and then we have one other person after that if you'd like to join us. So when I go into past, okay, I feel like there's a little bit of negativity. But what's nice is this is from the past. So let's do a Theta healing download, okay? All you have to say is yes to this. Would you like to let go of any negativity that's in and around your energy field that's lingering, that maybe you're having a hard time releasing? If so, just say yes. Good. So that feels nice. It's just sometimes we don't need to dig up the past. The past will naturally start to float away as we're working on future. So it feels like this, and then you go up. So when I look into future here for you, it's so important that you're working on your strengths. I don't have Venmo because I'm in Canada. I can't check out for some reason on the web. Okay. I think that it might act up at times or something. So yeah, if you can do PayPal, that might be your best bet. Or if you want to, if it's not working for you right now, just tell me which one you're paying for, and then you can pay me later. Okay, that's no big deal because I trust you. So yeah, so right now we're working on your confidence. Okay, so would you like to know that it's safe for you to open up your heart? I'm feeling like again, so that when it comes to love, you can feel the most amount of love that you can possibly feel. And if so, just say yes. Good. You're very sensitive, so this Theta healing works really fast, which is cool. Okay. So I see in a few months, like things over the next few months feel really positive, but then it feels like in a few months there's just like a little something going on. So I want to look into that as well. What is it in the next few months? It's going to be creating a little bit of a little bump. It is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. And again, we're working on confidence right now. So I kind of get that because you're sensitive, sometimes other people's mental health issues kind of gets in your way as well. So this feels like somebody you have a partnership with might be struggling a little bit, and as a result of that, it's affecting you. Let's see what else. Spend time alone in nature, meditating about your desires and intentions. Ask the angels to help you gain a positive perspective. So I also feel like it just feels like this a little bit of tension that's stuck in you as well as a result of somebody else. So I'm getting to use humor as a way to make you feel better about this relationship, but it also feels like a relationship pattern. It's almost like you sometimes attract people that are struggling because you know you can help them, but that also is really hard on you. So would you like to know that it's okay for you to trust yourself when it comes to your relationship? So when you need to address an issue that's showing up in your life, you can do that with confidence and make sure that you're bettering yourself first and then others. And so just say yes. And anybody else that wants that. Good. So that's opening you up a little bit more to the spiritual, because sometimes you're coasting along and I think you forget to address the little bumps in the road, which is why you're here and we're working on it. Meditation has been super hard. Quieting the mind is tough. The X is in and out. Yeah, I think that's more what I'm picking up on. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, because you have that big heart of gold, and that's where you can be affected by other people's problems. There's nothing wrong with that. Again, we're just pulling the energy so that it becomes easier for you to handle those things. And again, that's why I was saying it affects you spiritually. So that will help with your meditation once we're working on that, okay? So taking a deep breath here. So how to navigate this? No, conditions aren't favorable right now. Wait or look into other options and ask the angels to help you, guide you, and comfort you. You need people to support you. That's what's really coming up, okay? It's attached or stuck to another card. I am helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and others. You are a healer like me, Archangel Raphael. So we're talking about your healing abilities, right? And the importance of you taking care of yourself. So when we look into future, it feels like a smaller bump. It feels like when this shows up in your life, when you're starting to feel those feelings, you're going to be able to override it better. It's not going to be perfect though, okay? So what does she need to know in terms of her meditation? You are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. So it's not giving yourself away. So when you're taking better care of yourself and you're focusing on strengthening your energy, this is going to be way better. You do get downloads as well. So you get information during your meditations. So you might be similar to myself where you don't quiet your mind. You just open up to the messages that are coming through during the meditation. So what I would say, and if you're coming into the Akashic Records class, you're going to find that this is really going to be helpful to tune into the messages that you're getting. You're learning how to interpret that, okay? So that's what's happening. You just need to learn how to interpret the messages. So if it's 10 minutes in meditation, it's all going to be messages that are coming up, but then writing that down and interpreting it. What does she need to know about relationships? New psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through steady prayer and meditation. Very fitting. So what's happening is because you're getting so many messages, that's why I was saying you need to write them down, that can be a little overwhelming. So it's learning how to almost declutter your thoughts that aren't worth thinking about, so your mind is more open to the things that you need to receive. This will also improve relationship patterns that you have naturally, because you'll start to strengthen your energy, which means your boundaries will be strengthened. But there's still a lot of challenges and changes that are coming up, okay? So if you end up in the class, that's stuff that we can specifically work with. Those are questions you can ask in the class, okay? So let's also do a download for you, okay? Would you like to know that it's okay for you to work on yourself, by yourself, and also in group settings? If you would like that, just say yes. Thank you, Barbara. Okay. Now I'm just going to finish this up by doing some grounding here. So we're going to integrate with permission. Okay, so all the things you said yes to, that's when it's going to start flowing in as you give permission for that to happen. I just want to share that when it comes to future, it feels like your energy is very bouncy. So you actually might find from this healing that your energy is a lot higher, but as a result of that, it kind of feels like you will be feeling more. So just be mindful of when you're feeling a lot, because you're already a feeler, you need to ground more. Okay, so that's what I'm doing for you. But any way that you know how to do that, those are things I can teach you, but you can look that up too if you'd like. All right, so I hope you found that helpful. Very beautiful energy, okay? And I know it's challenging when I go in and I do this work and I feel my heart goes out to you, because I know how hard it is when we're going through changes and there's that little bit of resistance, because we're human and sometimes we don't like that, right? So it's not an easy journey being here. So thank you so much for your purchase here, and we'll do our draw at the end. Okay. So next person here is Ainsley. Okay, so Ainsley, if you can throw me a heart, and any questions that you have, we're doing a 3 card. I'm glad that that was helpful for you. You've got a lot of talent. Will Brock and I get back together? Okay, I like the name Brock. So first card that you have here, okay, is an owl. So that's you being really, really smart, being really intuitive, having also gifts. But I feel like what's happening is you don't deserve to be silenced. And what's happening, I don't know if this person has silenced you or you feel like you can't talk to them or whatever it is. But it feels like understanding the energy of that relationship is very helpful, because you deserve to feel free. And I feel like this person, for some reason, has made you feel silenced, or even a little bit like has affected you in your physical body as well. So to me, right now, I don't like that you couldn't fully express yourself with this person, okay? That could be how it ended. My throat chakra is really scratchy, so that tells me that it's hard for you to express how you feel to this person. But I don't like that you've had to push it down, okay? So present card, you have the grouse, okay? And this says that you like to have a lot of fun, right? And right now, it feels like that's what you need. So I actually sense that instead of getting closer to this person, I feel like what you need to do is like go on a little vacation or do something really fun that makes you feel better. And when you get away from that situation, you're going to have more epiphanies or aha moments about the situation, okay? And then future, you have the Raven card. This is a beautiful card. This is you expressing yourself, talking about it. So I would actually express to this person how you feel. I would actually do it more through a text and just share everything that you need to share, because sometimes when we do it that way, we know that they're going to read it. It could be a letter, but it feels more like a text. Just tell them everything that you feel. That's more what this is related to, is just getting that up and out. Okay, and that's going to determine the outcome for you, because you deserve to talk about it. You deserve to feel confident because you have that within you, but that's more what the energy is speaking about, okay? Let's do a Theta healing download for you. Would you like to know that it's safe for you to express yourself no matter what that looks like? And would you like to know that the challenges that are coming up can also lead to opportunities? If so, just say yes, anybody that wants that. Good. So I'm also feeling like You don't need to give up on this situation, okay? This isn't a give up vibe. This is actually more, we'll say, growing up, where you're just learning to get things off of your chest. That's more what the learning feels like, okay? Thank you so much for your reading. Let's integrate that as well, so allow that to start flowing in if you said yes. And then I'm going to cut all cords with everybody. You might want to cut cords too, okay? It's healthy to do. And then Barbara, we're going to focus on you. So just send me a heart if you have a question or 2 questions, you can ask it. My eyesight just went a little bit funny, Barbara. So clear seeing is coming up for you. Will me and Simon sort things out soon? Kind of getting a no on that, okay? You've got the hummingbird card. This is beautiful. When hummingbirds show up in our life, it teaches us to be happy with basically where we are. Hummingbirds only fly backwards. Really, they're the only bird that flies backwards, and it teaches us when we look at the past. Thank you very much. When we look at the past, it's just looking at the beauty of life and those memories, the good times. So this is teaching you to look at the good times that you've had in this relationship and not to kind of dwell on what's happened, because we want to see each partnership as a learning experience or something that they were giving to us so that we can essentially upgrade, okay? I don't like to use that word, but you have this spider card. This is you kind of getting caught up in the web a little bit, but you're the spider. You're not entangled in the web, so you get to decide what you want to do. So I'm not saying not to go ahead with pursuing this. If it suits you now, go for it, okay? But then you have the dolphin, who represents joy. So regardless, the outcome of this situation is you will be happy, okay? Happiness is there for you because of your ability to play, to laugh, to have fun. So it feels like that's what takes priority right now, or the things that you love. For instance, people go down south and they want to ride a dolphin, that sort of thing. It's a dream for some people. So really pursuing your dreams is most important. So don't let go of that sight or that vision of what you want for your life, okay? So let's do a Theta Healing download around that. Would you like to trust yourself moving forward so you can make healthier decisions for you? And would you like to know that it's okay to let go of people that are no longer serving you? So that could be this person, but it could be any other past people that are still lingering in and around. Let's let that go on a history level as well. So that's society telling you that you need to hang on to things from the past that you really don't need to. Okay, so taking a deep breath there. Good. So keep in mind, anything that you're vibrating right now or you want to vibrate, I am joyful. Joy needs to be a part of it, okay? Otherwise, you can catch yourself feeling feelings that you don't deserve, all right? So let's integrate that with permission. Good. I just see joy. It's like a blank canvas where you can put joy there if you want to. Work with the color blue. Wear blue. Work with blue stones. I'm doing buy one, get one free for all my readings, and as well as my products. So I sell crystals. This is my lapis lazuli necklace. They're 24, so you get 2 in your package if you want, which is nice. But yeah, blue represents throat chakra, but there's different colors of blue and different shades of that, and I think that will bring in some more peace and joy together, okay? So thank you so much for your purchase. All right, so let's pull some more cards for some people. Thank you so much for all of your readings. So there's 3 people entered in my draw for the free Akashic Records class. It's valued at $1,000. So we'll be picking a number, and that's how we're going to do the draw. So it's Lori, Barbara, and Ainsley so far. Okay, Carmen, I love that name. So Carmen, you have Swan, okay? She's bathing. She's looking at herself in the mirror saying, "You're beautiful," that sort of thing. So I feel like continue on the track that you're on right now. I feel like you've been working on self-love and you've been digging deeper. I'm not sure if you're reading like self-help books or you're listening to lots of healers or what, but continue to work with the stone rose quartz and also work with the chakra, the crystals in the chakras together. So actually put like blue on your throat, purple on your third eye and your crown, that sort of thing. But I'm seeing you balancing out getting a Reiki session or a chakra and Reiki session. As I was sharing, I have buy one get one free, so it's double the time. So if you purchase one of those in my bio, that might be helpful for you, okay? Because I do a chakra reading, I do an energy session in there, and I also sell crystals too. So if you want me to do a video as a recommendation for you, I can do that and put it under my profile. Just inbox me about that if you'd like. Okay, Roxy. Roxy, you have the coyote. There's a yes and no attached to your question. So if you decide to move forward in that situation, it feels like just approach your situation or your circumstance with joy and ease. So how can I deal with problems with joy and ease? That's what you want to be asking the universe, because sometimes we look at a problem as something negative and something heavy where it doesn't have to be. I can enjoy dealing with problems. Maybe it's learning how to do your own reading. Come into my Akashic Records class, October 25th, 2 to 4. All you have to do is make a payment through PayPal. It can be of any amount, and you can join us for that too, okay? Ashley. Mountain Lion, 17. Things are really in alignment for you right now, because I feel like you're learning to laugh about things that are coming in instead of taking it so seriously. You're like, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. It's all good. Let's just celebrate the fact that, you know, we get to have these experiences. So lots of gratitude has been helping you. If you feel like you haven't been that grateful, I think you're learning to be grateful. So do some more rituals. That would be helpful to help move the energy a bit faster. I have tons underneath my YouTube channel. There's a playlist called Rituals. Maybe scroll through some of those if you like. Maria. Maria, you have the full moon card. I feel like there are times where relationships are a little bit wonky for you. And I would just say put more time and energy into other people, like in your relationships. Just don't talk about yourself at all. Just ask them as many possible questions as you can, just to make them feel more comfortable. Because there are a couple people that I feel like are trying to get into your heart a bit, but you have to let them. So just make things about others. That's just right now, okay? Amelia, thank you for being here. Amelia, you have the skunk. That's shown up 3 times so far. This is the grief card. So, I feel like you're getting intuitive messages, but sometimes you're just not taking action on that. So listen to the intuition a bit more. You can ask to have feathers show up along your path just to help you believe a little bit more. Because when we ask for a sign and it shows up, that can just give us a little bit more positive energy, okay? You're welcome. Nadia. Nadia. All right, you have the Lynx card. A lot of stuff has happened to you in the past, and I don't know if you've healed all of those things or if how much work you really have done on yourself, but it feels like you're doing quite well considering. But I would say slowly dig on some past wounds and things that you have going on, because it feels like you're ready to start tackling your own past. And if you do that, that's going to improve your overall health and wellness. Alex, you have the coyote. More humor, more laughter, that seems to be a theme for people. I feel like you're going to attract the right opportunities when you're in that positive energy. So getting a connection to your mother. I don't know if how you feel about your mother, if your mother's passed, that sort of thing. But any connection that you can make to mom will also improve energy, okay? So guys, if there's someone here that's not here for the right reasons, please just acknowledge that. I'm just going to block them. And it's so funny because I was just going to light my sage because we've been working with a lot of people here today. just going to take a moment here to cleanse. How is your day going? How was your Saturday? So let's set the intention to cut any cords with anybody, especially if you're sensitive here. Hello, Dylan. So you're hopping on, as I just said, if you're sensitive, cutting any cords with anybody in this group or anybody else that's around your energy. So while I smudge, I'll smudge everybody here. Excuse me, a lot of throat chakra stuff coming up. Somebody's saying I look exhausted. Well, I'll be honest, I woke up this morning, had some coffee, and hopped on here right away. So I didn't get ready for my live. I just wanted to come in and start advertising my Akashic Records class. That's October 25th. So Dylan, you coughed at the same time, so maybe you're working on throat chakra. Yeah. I'm gonna shut my door here. So I have an Akashic Records level 1 class coming up October 25th. It's 2 hours, 2 to 4, and it's a pay it forward. So Dylan, you might want to join that. I'm going to teach you how to go into the records, how to work on past, present, and future, how to come out of it, how to interpret the messages. And so it's valued at $1,000, so you can just make a donation. It's a karma class, so just throwing that out there. And if you make a purchase for a reading today, then you get entered into the draw to also take that class for free. And you can also give it away if you like. Yeah, throat has been something I've been doing the last bit. Okay. So let's pull up some messages here. I'm doing a buy one, get one free on all my products as well as my services as well. So if you happen to have any issues making your payment, just let me know, okay? Because there was someone that was having a hard time through my website. So I don't know what's going on about that, but I appreciate people that tell me that because I don't want that to stop you from paying. Okay. Janice, career. Okay, I am the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. What I'm getting is there's a lot going on in the background. There's a lot going on in the back of your head, that sort of thing. It's still working on it. Okay. If it's on your end, then that's okay, but if you need help with it after the live, I can help you. You can still do the reading if you want. Just let me know how much you are paying, and then we'll do it for you if you want. So yeah, you're working on work, but it just feels like there's too much going on right now to make any serious changes. I would say wait till things just slow down where you're feeling more peaceful. If you need to make a change with work, then do it, but you don't want to come from a place where you're half there and you're half not there. So it feels like in about a month's time, you're gonna have an opportunity to feel better. This is more about feeling, okay? In a month's time, you'll start to feel better about the situation. Thank you so much for being here. So Tink, did you want to start your reading at least? You're welcome, Janice. Crazy beautiful. We're gonna work on you, okay? Thank you so much for being here. Crazy beautiful. I like that name. Indriel. Okay, so Tink, you just let me know which one you're paying for. So 44 is the Akashic Records reading. The $7 is the 3-card pull. And then we'll bring you into our draw for that class, okay? So you are a light worker. God needs you to shine your divine light and love like an angel upon the earth and all of its inhabitants. So I don't like to use the word God because not everybody shares that. So we'll call it the universe, okay? So this is a beautiful light blue. It's very soft and very gentle. So what I'm getting for you is right now, there are some problems external of you. Yeah, you can do 1111 if you want, for sure. That's no problem. Yeah, so somebody's saying they say universe. So I'm getting that there's a little bit of drama around you. And sometimes we can't avoid drama. It's just where it is. So for instance, if it's Thanksgiving and you're going to a Thanksgiving dinner and there's just a bunch of drama there, it feels like you've been working on yourself enough that you recognize that sometimes you need to pull away from that. You're not neglecting other people by pulling your energy back and just not participating in certain conversations. And if you completely don't want to go somewhere, that's okay. But I feel like still go places, but just recognize, no, I think I want to pull my energy back from this current circumstance. So maybe I don't want to stand next to these people, okay? So that's just a recommendation based on energy right now. Kayla. You have Caressa. You are at the end of a cycle in your life. Call upon your angels to comfort you and to guide you to your next step. Happiness awaits you now. Okay? So I'm going to go into Tink next. I'm trying to do that. It's very hard because I've always been a people pleaser. But you're recognizing that. So if you pay for a reading, doesn't matter which one, we can do some theta healing on you for that. So yes, so with this card, this is saying that it's time to get other people to help you, even if this is like work related, that it's time to ask for help, receive help. Sometimes we're the giver and we forget to receive, but it's time to ask for some help, okay? So Tink, we're gonna go into your energy. So I'm hearing music right away, music and lyrics. So we're gonna start with some energy. Do a little energy scan on you. So continue to listen to music for healing. Listen to the lyrics and trust that there are messages in those songs for you, okay? We're just grounding you and just letting go of anything that's not serving you anymore. So a lot of thinking lately. This is all past related, so it's nothing you need to worry about now. So I think what's happening is because you're such a thinker, it's really hard for you to let go of that habit of continuously thinking. So what can you do to distract yourself? Music is one. A lot of it is talking about it, verbalizing about your problem. So, you know, sometimes we don't want to burden other people with our problems, but when you need to talk to somebody, you need to talk to somebody. So you can book in a phone reading with me if you like, but maybe it's with friends, but you really need to get some stuff off your chest so it's not lingering in and around anymore. So let's do some theta healing here for you. Would you like to know that it's safe for you to talk about your feelings so you don't need to think as much, that it's safe, that it's okay, nothing bad will happen? In divine timing, that or something better, so it aligns for you. I'm just saying yes, and anybody else that wants that theta healing download. Good. So very busy mind here. So you also get downloads, and so that can be distracting too if you're busy doing something and you're just getting like intuitive messages. So again, write those things down that you're feeling. Coming into my class will be wonderful to help you navigate the downloads that you're getting. So remember how I said there's something going on with the sacral chakra? Now that we're on the lower area, you're letting go of a lot of stuff. You're letting go of financial stressors, thinking about money, worrying about money, things that have made you feel ungrounded. Okay, so I'm getting out of that. You have the dolphin card. This is about fun. So it's making moments matter. It feels like you do have talents and that it's important that you're getting back into those talents. So you can't let go of the things that you know you're meant to be doing, that you're put here on earth to do. So if you've been feeling a little bit dull, it's time to bring your spirit back. And it's funny, I was saying that I'd like to get you to help me as a moderator. Because maybe you have that positive energy that you can share with people that other people don't have, right? I'm glad that this connects. So that's one. Okay, you've got the full moon card that's showing up for everyone, it seems like. You might want to buy a candle for my candle ceremony. It's $11 for next Thursday at 7 p.m. We're doing healing and readings on each person, and each candle is a representation of the person. I feel like you need to get together with like-minded people, but less people is better. in person, just because it feels like you get overwhelmed by too many people, too many energies. So right now, I just feel like you need a few people at a time. My class won't be huge as well if you're in there. Sometimes I'm teaching one-on-one as well, but just as some food for thought, just less energies right now, the better. When you're going to work on yourself, because you're sensitive, so you want to feel like things are more sacred. Okay, yeah, people do come at once. Then you have the mouse card here. Okay, so the mouse is tippy-toeing around, but they don't need to tippy-toe around. They just need to trust that there are other people out there that will treat your heart right. There are other people who will respect you. And so this feels like a new thing for you, where it's like, yeah, I deserve respect, and yes, I deserve people to take care of my heart. So you're working on feeling deserving and worthy. Would you like to know that it's okay to vibrate a healthy mindset for yourself in divine timing, that or something better? Just saying yes. Good. I would look up the symbolism of the dove. That's indicating where you are right now and what to work on. So we're going to integrate that with permission as well. Left husband 3 months ago. Yeah, so it's a new you, which makes sense, but we're still kind of going through that at the same time. Good. And so I see this 2 doves kind of flying down and helping you right now. You could even look up the symbolism of a love dove. Okay, a love dove. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little coffee fill up break, and then I'll be back. Okay, I won't be long, but when I pause the live, it gives me 5 minutes, so it'll be under that. So if you're still here, we'll continue working. So I'll be back. Thank you, Tink. All right, we're back. I feel better now. So Bella, sorry to hear that you've experienced loss. Bella, you have Shanti. I am the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. So we're not going to do mediumship here, but what your card is saying is that trust that things are okay. All right. Trust that things are okay. It's so important for your own mental health. Sorry to hear, that there is higher power. That's more what I'm getting for you to focus on is higher power. So take advantage of the fact that we have access to what's above and what's below, what's around us. And so getting more in touch with that yourself will offer more healing to you. So again, so sorry for your loss. That's heavy, isn't it? It's a tough one. There's been a lot of that lately. A lot of loss lately. Okay, anybody else that I missed here? I have a fresh coffee. Okay, let's go back into our group energy. So we have, what do you desire right now? Visualize it and it will come about. Negativity will block your progress. Oh, okay, awesome, Dylan. So prayer is coming up as well. The power of prayer. So if you've just experienced that loss, for instance, work on praying for what it is that you want and desire, okay? So Dylan, we're gonna go into you. And if it's okay, can you just put in 2 questions that you would like me to focus on? And then we'll just see what comes up for you. A little bit of the theme. Okay. So we're just gonna ground in. So first thing I get is that you're communicating with spirit a lot. And so sometimes I think you're getting this reading. We need messengers as well to help guide us, because the dialogue is there, but sometimes it's just to also help you interpret, because as you know, when we're messengers, because you are a messenger, sometimes there can be little things that get in the way. So when we have somebody else helping us too, then we can kind of team up and work on that together, which is what you're doing. But it's also recognizing that we need others. And I think you know that, but for some reason that's coming up, because I think you might be working on love relationship too. Where am I still holding fear, and how can I step more fully into my roles? Okay, and I think you're talking about your purpose. That's more what I'm getting. What is my purpose? How to work with my purpose, and what's holding me back from my purpose, right? I feel like writing is really important for you, because there's something about writing where we get to flow. So when you're asking for guidance from spirit, or whatever tool you're using, it just feels like write that out, okay? I'm gonna grab a pen here. And I'm gonna kind of show you what I do. Whew, fall off my rocker. So you might find that entertainment plays a factor, okay? Because I see you wanting to step out further as a healer, but for some reason it feels like you're meant to show your entertaining side as well, because that attracts people towards getting to know you. So you're not just a healer, you're an entertainer as well. Because we deal with such heavy stuff, it's so important that we're able to be that light, so be the light worker, which is bringing happiness and joy, which can be laughter as well. So there's a silly side to you that wants to come out a bit more too, so you don't have to take your readings so seriously or your healings, okay? So what does Dylan need to know about his purpose? So I just ask the question and then I just write it out. I might hear it, but I'm still gonna write it. So breaking out of the professional side. Yeah, so it's also recognizing that you can be professional and you can be entertaining at the same time, right? It's you being you anyway. You're not trying to be somebody that you're not. You already are that person. So I do feel some heaviness in the throat all the way to the solar plexus. So this is where it's lingering. So let's do some Theta healing here for you as well. But I want to share the message. He has the gift of gab. He holds back. So the gift of gab is when you're just speaking your truth. You're getting the messages and you're speaking it. So writing, yes, but then also speaking what you wrote. And then you can elaborate on that as well. But I think maybe you've been missing out on this portion of things, okay? So would you like to know that you can be professional and still be yourself fully and completely? And if so, just say yes. And anybody else that wants that. So maybe putting your hand over your heart where we're feeling this tightness, taking a deep breath. Good. And I keep hearing cut cords. So are you doing that throughout your day? And you're wonderful. You've helped me as well. No, not throughout. Okay. Because that's another thing they're showing me. Cut cords. So it just feels like sometimes you're picking up on other people's emotions and you're just assuming that it's like so-and-so, or maybe it's yours, but it just feels like you need to know where the energy is coming from. You want to feel like you can do a group healing of 25 people and know exactly who the energy is coming from, because once you cut the cord, it'll be down to 0. And then as you open up the energy, you can say, oh no, it's definitely this person. Because I do think that you're picking up on so many energies that you want to know exactly who it is right away, instead of having to take time to dissect it, okay? And you're only clear in the mornings, yes. But then you have your whole day. So it's just repeat, ground, rinse. Repeat, ground, and rinse. Repeat, ground, and rinse. So just reminding yourself of that. So ground and rinse. My energy is my energy. Your energy is your energy. Cutting all cords, disconnecting any cords from myself to anybody else, okay? I actually thought of putting some Palo Santo in the car to clear in between my jobs. Okay, so you thought about that for a reason. That was a message that you were getting, okay? So still feeling it in here, but more in the throat now, because it's trusting yourself fully and completely and not questioning. There's a little bit of question that's still lingering in there, okay? So would you like to let go of any hesitations that you have around following this purpose? And it's kind of like a new purpose that you're experiencing. And if so, just say yes. Good. That actually feels really healthy. I see you right now over the next few weeks. You might feel a little blah, okay? But after that, things are going to be looking up for you, okay? That just came through yesterday, so I haven't gotten there yet. Okay. But this is just where it's like you're getting the message, I'm getting the message, boom, let's do it, that sort of thing. So sometimes we need confirmation on that before we do it, because that's part of human nature. Yeah, we need others. Okay, so let's pull you up some cards here. What does Dylan need to know? So I'm getting some sadness. I am the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. This is about you feeling confident with your purpose and with your strengths. I'm not sure why you would ever not feel confident in these abilities that you have. It could just be that transition of moving over to fully being a healer. because I know that you have it. So you need to remind yourself that you have it, okay? Would you like to know that it's okay for you to explore new healing remedies to help other people so that you can continue to expand your horizon? And if so, just say yes. Good. And it feels like there's something from your past that's coming up, that is a little fear that is holding you back from doing that. So do you want to let go of anything that's holding you back, that's not serving you in relation to attracting these desires that you have, and fill in the blank. Just say what it is that you're looking to attract. Good. One thing that I'm getting is you can help people with past hurts, past pain. And so the best way to help other people with past hurt and past pain is by dealing with your own, which is what you're doing right now. So don't feel like you need to be in a certain place in order to help people. It's actually the more you dig into your past, the more you heal your past, the more people you're going to be able to help with that. I know you know that already, but there's that little piece of you. It's kind of like, oh, I need to be here in order to do that. Absolutely not. It's completely okay because you're healing together. Okay, so every time you heal somebody or you're offering healing to somebody, you're healing as well. Don't forget that, okay? So do you want to let go of any past wounds that are ready to be removed, that are ready to be moved, so that you can enter this beautiful enchanted forest and tap into not just your masculine, that business side, that professional side, but the feminine energy as well. So you can trust that the money will come in divine timing, that there will be enough, that there's enough to go around, and that you deserve to take up space. That's a big one. And anybody else that wants to say yes, go for it. Taking up space. Good. So there's another fear that's coming up. A lot of throat chakra stuff. There's a piece of you that's a little bit nervous, it feels like, to dig into the underworld. This, not just the subconscious, but it's like there's almost like fear of darkness, fear of heaviness. And I know you know that exists. So it's like, I'll just keep it all like love and light and positive. But I actually feel like your best healing that you're going to do is more bringing up and out the darkness in a way, because it's more about positive and negative. So if we're only doing manifestations, if we're only doing like positive stuff, people won't fully understand what they're letting go of and what they're releasing. So shadow work, someone saying, yeah, it's really more about harping on what people are releasing. So when I go and I do a healing session, like we'll start with you. So we're starting on the crown, okay? We're letting go of some stuff. I'm gonna share with you what we're letting go of, so you know, don't worry, we're working on it. But here's what's coming up. And so it's reassuring people that they don't need to relive their past traumas, that that's the part that you're doing, but becoming aware of what their block is, that's how you're actually going to help them so they're not repeating the past. So it is important, but I feel like because you're so sweet and kind, you don't really want to go dig too deep into necessarily maybe the trauma, because there could be fear that negative stuff's going to come up, or maybe you're attracting people who are also fearful that they're going to have to relive the past. Hello and welcome in. So as I'm working on this with you, what I'm actually getting is we're clearing anything to do with mediumship, because I feel like you feel spirits. But again, that might be another area of topic that perhaps you would like to avoid, that sort of thing. So what we're doing is we're just clearing anything to do with spirits on the other side, any fears that you've had around that. So I'm just sharing that with you. Now let me know if that resonates at all, because it doesn't have to be specifically that. I try to tune in to see if it's something I need to bring up with people when healing. So I would say bring up everything that's coming up during the healing. And this is my throat chakra. It's like I feel so restricted. So literally share everything. And if they don't connect to everything, they'll connect to something. Because it's up to them to be open and to use their intuition to see how they want to receive. So that's where we can't control how somebody's going to take us, like how they're taking us. If they don't like us, then they don't like us, and that's okay. So just letting go of a little bit of that. That makes sense a bit. I am a bit hesitant with mediumship, yes. Oh my goodness, there's a lot there. This runs really deep. I don't know if this is like family, that you're scared to put yourself out there like during a live, because there could be family and friends that are out there too. So just letting go of any fears around what other people will think of you. Do you want to let go of that? Let's let it go on all levels, especially history level, society telling us we shouldn't be doing something. Whew. Yeah. Now, by chance, was your mother either a healer or anti-healers, one or the other? Schooling, study, and education help your life's purpose, interesting, and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with its process, which is basically what we're doing right now. She is a healer, yes, okay. That's awesome that you have the support from your mother. I'm feeling like intuitively you know where you need to go and what you need to do. For instance, I was hanging out with a goat, a goat, at the petting zoo last Sunday, and all of a sudden I said, oh, I just love goats. I'd like to go to goat yoga. And I've also have been saying I want to get my yoga out there a bit more in the community. So it just comes in, and then you're like, yes, I need to do that. But you actually need to do that. I'm also associate goat yoga with another healer that I feel like I haven't been in touch with. So it could be related to that. But it's taking, the reason why I'm sharing this is because it's taking the action on that intuition. You're like, oh, I'm getting the vision, I'm getting the thought, but then it's actually going to do it. It's trying not to worry about that. So do you want to let go of any worries that you have around actually following through with your intuition and taking action steps on that? Let's let that go on a history level as well, society making you feel that way. Let's let go of anything attached to mom as well that's not serving us as well. With permission. Good. So abundance and abundance rituals are coming up now, okay? Money, show me the money. Makes the world go round sometimes. So what does Dylan need to know about abundance? Interesting, my markers just don't want to work. Okay, what's interesting, that's why I love writing, because we're not controlling or filtering it, and that's one really, really cool thing we can do, okay? So you have the message is he needs his mom to heal him. So you said your mom's a healer, so actually have a healing session with your mom. Ask her to work on you, okay? That's more about, that just feels like it'll be helpful. So how do you feel about that, getting a healing session from mom? Hello from Greece, welcome in. Hello. That's making your throat burn. So do you want to let go of any fears or resistance that you have to receiving healing from others, including your mother? Would you like to know what it looks like and feels like to have healthy exchanges with other people so you can invite more balance around abundance into your life? That or something better in divine timing. Good. And music and lyrics are also coming up for you. That was coming up for somebody else. So put on the radio, and whatever song pops up, there'll be a message for you. So we'll say in your vehicle. So there's something about healing in the vehicle. Just started a show. I'm not really listening to it. It's just on in the background, but it's the Lincoln Lawyer. So he's a lawyer from his car. So you might find, I know this sounds strange, but you want to do healings from your car. Sometimes there's something about the car that can be sacred as well, because we know we're not going to have any distractions. If you park your car in a place and you want to do a video, just creating the sacred space there. I don't know what's going on about have any distractions. If you park your car in a place and you want to do a video, just creating the sacred space there. I don't know what's going on about your sacred, but for now it's okay to use your healing space in your car, or do that work that you said that you want to do. Okay, music definitely brings messages through. Okay, awesome. It's also a type of minimal, I think you mean minimal space. You keep cutting in and out. Oh, sorry. So why don't I think I'm gonna post this on YouTube, okay, afterwards, so you can re-listen to it, okay, because there are lots of beautiful messages and common themes in this for other people too, and then that way if we were cutting out, you didn't miss anything. So yeah, sacred space can be in any place that you create, don't forget that. So would you like to know that you can create space wherever you are instead of feeling like I can't do this until I get wherever? I'm just saying yes to that. Good, now we're working on the root chakra. For some reason we had to remove some blocks to get to the root. So I'm just doing a paid reading, guys, and if you do a paid reading today, you enter into a draw for a free Akashic Records Level 1 class, which is October 25th from 2 until 4. If you don't win, that's okay. You can also make a payment to my PayPal and write down Akashic Records class, and you can come into the class for free, well, with your donation, okay? Good, so I'm just grounding you there. Usually when I finish a session, I'll put energy over the heart, but for some reason I needed to seal you through the root chakra. So I feel like continuing to take more classes is actually good for you, because it's just going to keep improving more and more in different ways with different healers and stuff like that. So that will also build your confidence up. Because you need new and different people in your life too, because each person has a different version of something, right? So the Akashic Records class, hopefully you win that and you can take advantage of that. So we're going to integrate all of this, okay, with permission. So just saying yes, so that everything you said you want to let go of, everything you want to bring in will start working for you. And again, guys, when we do theta healing, this can start immediately or this could just be down the road. It depends. And keeping in mind what we said yes to, so that as those things start coming in, we can say yes to that. And also there's free will, right? We have choices. We can say we want that, but when it comes up, we can change our mind, because sometimes fear is a heavy duty thing. So that's why we do repeat sessions as well, to find out what the layers are up stuff. It's like an onion, right? And I feel like you needed the little energy session as well, because when we do lots on others, we need to do that for ourselves. And that I understand too. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much. So now you're on my list for the free Akashic Records class, October 25th, 2 to 4. It's valued at $1,000. So I'm just going to see if there are any other paid readings here. And there aren't. So I'm going to take a deep breath, cutting all cords, rinse, ground, break. I've been working on receiving more. Thank you so much. You're welcome. That's awesome. So at the end of this, I'm going to do the draw. Okay, so Dylan, you're now on it. And I'm doing a buy one, get one free for all my services and products. So if you are interested in any products, any smudge sprays, or any, for some reason I'm getting lavender, I can make a lavender spray for you. Let me know. So I'm just writing everybody's names down again. Okay, so we have 4 people on the list, so there's 25% chance that you win. Sounds good. If you have any issues, please, with my website, let me know. I'd like to fix that up right away. Ooh, I have a Sharpie tip I didn't know existed. I like those. All right, so we're gonna switch from cards to, instead of doing a one card, we're gonna do a written message and just see what comes through. So, cat Lego. I wrote down she needs time. So something's coming up for you where you feel like you're lacking time or you're rushing. So it's time to slow down and feel like you're in more control of time, that time's not in control of you, okay? You hear, was there another female involved? Okay, so we don't do anything with other people's energy, so it has to be a question about you, okay? Thank you. So just pop your name in the chat if you'd like a message, if I didn't work on you yet. I've been on here for a long time, so I might get off soon, just to let you guys know. Marika, okay. I wrote down she has love. She has love. So if you're questioning that or you haven't been feeling that, there's love all around you and you have true love. You have pure love. So just as a healthy reminder, happy Thanksgiving weekend to everybody if you're in Canada. It's very exciting. Lots of people are having dinners today. We're having ours tomorrow. Sean, working on relationship. So what's interesting is he has to create more health. Something's going on. I know you're asking about romance, but there's we need healthy relationships, and it's you need to create more of a healthy relationship with this person. Maybe it was a little toxic or a little negative. Annie, is Michael interested in a romantic relationship with me? So maybe you can word that in a way of like, how is my relationship with this person? So I'm just going to do a relationship message. So she has to go out more frequently. So that's getting yourself out there a little bit. So you have to go out to bump into people or see people, that sort of thing, okay? Melanie, career. So she brings love most places, but she stops herself. So it feels like when it comes to, because I believe this was a career question, it feels like you hold yourself back from putting forward or giving forward, sometimes going above and beyond. So don't hold yourself back by doing extra things at work or being extra kind at work, because it's going to come back to you. It's more of a karma thing, okay? Melissa. She can listen more to us. So that's getting more in touch with your spiritual. So having more dialogue with higher power or higher source will help you with that, okay? So I do feel like I have done enough here, so I'm ready for the draw, okay? So we're going to shut it down. So only paid readings right now. I'm getting a lot of throat chakra stuff here. And it's so nice when things are really flowing here. Yeah, so this is like what will happen if I'm picking up on something. So it's a huge block. So it's $44 for an Akashic Records reading, okay? We're going to do healing in that too. We're combining all tools. $7 for a 3-card. We're not doing free anymore, but I'm going to do the free giveaway for anybody that does a paid. So I'll give you guys a couple minutes. Let's see what community and collective messages we can hear. What does our collective need to know? They can go for it now. So there's permission for you to go ahead with whatever it is that you feel like you want to do. As long as it's something that you value and that's important to you, then go for it. For some reason, that message is coming up because it's more about igniting passion. This is self-expression, as I was feeling here. Just allow yourself to be more of your your natural self instead of feeling like you need to put on a mask. Just be who you are. And you're resilient as well. There are some people going through some really tough times. I've been going through a lot myself, and we just have to keep moving forward. So resilience, I am resilient. I am able to self-express. I am able to communicate in ways that I will be received in a positive light. We can't control the outcome of if people like us. We can't control how people receive us, but we can control how we react to those responses that we get as well. So if you're entangled in a negative relationship or a toxic relationship, now is the time to also cut cords with those people. Even if you're in a relationship with that person, you can still cut cords with them. You can pull yourself back a little bit from the heaviness of the relationship. If someone was getting the message to get out and you know, maybe go find some new people without feeling like we're directly doing that, that we can bump across people along our path and just be open to new people. Let's do one more free. So I'll pick one more. And this is going to be a three card reading, okay? So put your name in the comments. This will be our last free. I'm going to be doing the weekly energy reading this weekend too, so make sure you check that out underneath my profile. So I'll just wait to see your names. Okay. And you can still do a paid reading as well. So Melanie, I'm going to pick you. Do you have a question, Melanie? Do you have a question, Melanie? You have Archangel Uriel. Your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. I like that. So that's telling you you have support here. Where is my relationship with my husband going? Well, support, talking about that, first of all, is really important because that means you're opening up to support. You need a lot more support than what I feel you have. Something's going on where you might find he's neglecting you, like he's not giving you exactly what you need right now. So you can get that from other people, and when you get more of that from other people, you can kind of show or reteach him how you want to be treated, okay? You have, it is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. So I'm only taking paid readings now, guys. So this is you stepping into Lady Boss as well. I think you need to work a little bit more on your masculine energy. So that's taking more charge and being more direct. I'm going to use the word assertive. Okay, that's future. You are at the end of a cycle in your life. Call upon your angels to comfort you and to guide you to your next step. Happiness awaits you now. So this is also saying happiness is gonna happen for you because you've decided that that's what you want. Before it felt like a little back and forth. This is saying no, you're ready to be happy. You deserve to be happy. So it's like you're not taking any other option but to be happy. And so, because you're not willing to settle for anything else, okay? So you're stepping into that light, which is great. You have no conditions aren't favorable right now. Wait or look into other options and ask the angels to help guide you and comfort you. So the word ask keeps coming up. You have to tell the universe as well what you'd like. You have to put in your order for that. I don't know if you've been doing that, but obviously you're working on happiness and growth spiritually, especially to make sure that you are aligned with the right person. But again, it's you recognizing what your worth is, okay? So you can buy a candle for my next full moon ceremony. That is on the 17th at 7 p.m. It's $11 for the candle. That's underneath my link as well. And then the replay is going to be underneath YouTube. All right, so if I don't see any payments, we're going to do our draw. So you guys can help me. Just pick a number between 1 and 20 if you don't mind, and you can help me pull out for my draw for the free Akashic Records class. You're welcome. Doing buy one get one free as well, so everything in my link tree, I have stuff on sale and you get double the time with that. 13, okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Dylan. Okay, so Dylan, I'm not sure if you're still there, but you won my Akashic Records class, which is amazing. I kind of had a feeling that you would. So anyone that wants to join my Akashic Records class, October 25th, it's from 2 to 4. It's a pay it forward karma class, so all you have to do is make a donation through PayPal and you can join us, okay? So amazing. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna come on later as well. I'll be doing another pay it forward, so make sure you follow. And thanks again for my, well, you're not necessarily my moderator yet, but for moderating today. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much and take care.